Hey guys, Achy here, and welcome back to the series Free to Play to Max. If you're new around here, this series is about building up a fully self-sufficient main account starting off in free to play. In the last episode, we grinded out some Slayer points and got ourselves a rune pouch. In today's episode, we will be farming brutal black dragons for 7 days. Hopefully we can make some nice bank. With all the gear in my bank, we are starting with 61.7 mil. With that being said, let's just get right into it. Starting things off with day 1 or day 7, I guess, depending how you want to look at it. But I just want to talk about some of the requirements and gear I will be using for this grind. First thing is going to be 77 Slayer, and I know that's going to be a big turn off for some of you guys, but hopefully by the end of the video, you guys will think it is worth the grind. For my gear setup, I'm going to be using full blessed D-hide, dragon crossbow, necklace of anguish, archer's ring imbued, and some good old-fashioned enchanted diamond bolts. This setup minus the anguish is very cheap. You could go ahead and substitute it for a fury and have no issues. And you can really make some good money even without the dragon hunter crossbow. The time of recording, it was just a little bit too expensive for me, but in the future we'll definitely pick one of those up. And I will be back at the end of our first hour. Our first hour at Brutal Black Dragons, bringing in 685k. I mean, not too bad for the first hour, but I definitely should be able to make a little bit more per hour going forward. In this hour, we were able to kill 33 dragons, and I will be back at the end of day 7 to see how much we made after one day. Coming up on the end of day 7, I was able to do about another 2 hours, but it's pretty late and I'm getting super tired. The tab is at 2.4 mil, which I mean, is pretty decent for the first day. I mean, that's like half a bond, so I'm pretty happy about that. And yeah, I will be back once we are grinding out some more tomorrow. Day number 6. We are at the end of the first hour on our second day, or day 6. And the tab is up to 3.5 mil. So we made almost a mil that hour, but I mean, pretty good. We were up to 115 kills, and I will be back at the end of this day. That was the end of day 6. We are going to be moving on to day 5 next. Unfortunately, I only had about an hour to play that day. I was able to do a quick farm run after, but now it is time for bed. I also want to mention real quick that I'm only going to be playing each day for a couple hours, and if I can play more, I definitely will. But the tab is up to 3.5 mil, and the total bank value is 68 mil. I will be including the entire bank value going forward for each day, and I will see you guys on day 5. Here we go with the end of the first hour on day 5. We were up to 4.7 mil, and yeah, it's looking pretty good. We got very lucky that hour actually, so I got no complaints there. And yeah, we're gonna head back in and see if we can't get lucky. Speaking of getting lucky, I had to include this because I was not expecting to pull this out of my ass, but let's go. A freaking busy man. What the heck? That's crazy. Like, what the hell's going on with that? I was only like 100 and some kills in too. Like, all right. A little disappointing. They're only about 3 mil, but we'll take it. I'll be back at the end of this day so we can see the grand total. Hell yeah, that really made the tab nice and fatty. We are up to 213 kills, and the tab is a whopping 8.6 mil. Doing pretty good. This is gonna be the end of day 5 for me though. That drop really did help, but it is also getting late again for me. So I will be back tomorrow with day 4. Day number 4. Day 4. I'm just kidding. I just said that. But I forgot at the hour mark. I'm a little bit over. I'm at an hour and 20 minutes. But we are up to 235 kills, and the tab is 9.4 mil, which is pretty fat, honestly. can't complain with that. Once again, I will be back at the end of day 4. This is the end of day 4, and we are up to 300 kills and 77 mil. So I'm pretty stoked about that. The bank really is climbing. The Vizzy drop did help that a ton, but either way, these are pretty consistent over time. So with a couple more days at this, we should make some pretty nice money. And with that being said, I will see you guys for day 3. Day number 3. We were in the zone on day number 3. So much in the zone, we forgot to record the 1 hour mark. This is actually already at the end of the day. So last day we ended with 77 mil. Today we are ending with 79.1 mil. And yeah, the bank is just growing and growing. Pretty happy about that. Really got no complaints. And today was the end of day 3. I will be back tomorrow with day 2. Day number 2. We are getting super close to the end, honestly, but let's see if we can't get lucky again. Coming in with the end of the first hour on day number 2. And I actually, stayed for the inventory. I'm like 10 minutes over the hour, but I mean, hey, we're close enough, Let's go see though how that tab is looking. I'm pretty sure we had about 800k hours, something around there. And we are up to 14.8 mil with 439 dragons killed now. That's pretty good, honestly. I got no complaints with that. And like usual, I will be back at the end of day 2 for you guys. Hell yeah, this is gonna be the end of day 2, and the tab is up to 16 mil. That's crazy, honestly. 470 dragons killed. I don't know, it's nuts. 16 mil tab and a total bank value of 82.2 mil. I mean, damn, we're gonna break 100 mil soon if we keep this up. Honestly, I'm getting a little bit burnt out because all I've done is killed brutal black dragons and done farm runs, but we'll get there. Day number 1. So this is going to be the last day on the bond. I do have a decent amount of time to play though, so let's hope we can really bust out some nice money and hopefully 90 range as well. And yeah, I will be back at the end of the first hour, guys. Here we go. We're just about at the end of the first hour on the last day. We didn't quite get a full inventory. We're just gonna gear up real quick and then we will have a quick little peek at the tab and see how we did. Need a few potatoes just in case. And oh boy, let's see what we got. And 17.2 mil. Damn, we're making some progress. I will be back at the end of the day though. Hell yeah, here we go. The tab is 19 mil. We did get 90 range and we were able to kill 578 dragons. Now let's see how much the bank is worth with all of our gear in the bank. Afterwards, we will go to the GE and buy a bond and then sell everything off and then go from there and just kind of see how much we made, how much we got left after buying a bond and all that good stuff, We almost broke 85 mil, but let's go sell this off now. We have made it to the GE. First thing we're gonna do is buy a bond. I guess we're gonna have to pay a little more. Hopefully we can get it for like 6 mil. Let's do it, come on. 6 mil, baby, 6 mil. Nice, 6 mil flat. Okay, so we got 2.4 mil left. I'm gonna grab the loot quick and then sell it off and we'll see what we got. So I'm just gonna go ahead and speed up the clip of me selling all this stuff so it's a little bit faster for you guys. And overall, I definitely say this grind was worth it. Now, I didn't calculate exactly how many hours I spent and how much I made each hour or whatever, but I'd say at the end of the week, making about 20 mil plus the bond is, pretty decent. I do have to mention that the bank value was slightly going up also because of farm runs, but yeah, like I said, overall super happy with that. We didn't get too many shards or too many totem pieces, but that's okay. For a future video we can do that. And we'll bam, 20 mil and a bond. All right, here we go at the end of our grind. So we spent 7 days at Brutal Black Dragons. The bank was sitting at 76.1 mil and we did get 90 range, so that's pretty awesome. Since we got ourselves some nice GP during this episode, we are going to focus on getting some skills up in the next episode. So I'm thinking we're gonna go for at least base 70s and improve our house. There's quite a few quality of life upgrades we can put in there, and I think it's about time. Also improve the total level of the account. But yeah, until next time, peace out.